I want y'all to look at this. Holy moly. That's gonna be some good eating right there, y'all. Good gracious. Look at that. Them some sexy slabs right there now. Yassa. All right. Hey everybody, Mike Chavez here once again. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. All right, y'all, got a strong northwest wind blowing out there today. I ain't taking my little boat out on the river. Besides, I got to go back to work Sunday night. But got one more week. End of this week, have 3 weeks off. I'm going to do some fishing, I promise. In the meantime, I've been having a craving for some spare ribs. It's been a while since I made spare ribs, so I have 2 racks of ribs over here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to season these up with Kosmo's hot cow cover. And also we're going to use some Kosmo's Honey Killer Bee. Okay, so we're going to put both of these on there. This hot cow cover will give it some good saltiness and good spiciness. And then the Killer Bee will give it some sweetness. We're going to finish them. I got here cherry apple habanero rib glaze, also by Kosmo's. Kosmo's makes some good stuff, y'all. So stand by, hang with me, let's do this. All right, y'all, so I got 2 racks of spare ribs. These are St. Louis cut. So the breastbone has been removed from these. So what I'm gonna do is get this membrane off of both of these racks, trim them up a little bit. I know y'all have seen me remove membrane before, so I'm gonna skip that part for you. So let me get this membrane off and I'll bring it right back. All right, so I got the membrane off. This one here doesn't have a whole lot of surface fat on it, but you got this flap here, okay? So I like to remove that flap. So start at one end, got my nice sharp fillet knife. Go right up, get that off. I'll hang this in the pit barrel with the racks. This one over here doesn't have a big flap. We'll put that over there. But we do have some surface fat I want to get off. So we want to clean these up. Get some of the surface fat off. Don't need all that. Just use the tip of your knife. Get in there and get it. Got a nice big hunk of fat right here. Just take that off. You ain't got to go too crazy with it. I'll leave that alone. You get a little bit of this up in here. That's what I like about fillet knives. You just get the tip of that knife in there. Get a hold of it. There we go. So I'm going to keep that flat meat. Get rid of these little pieces of fat. Now these are going to be hanging in the pit barrel, so they're kind of long. This one here is a little shiner bone, so I'm going to take this bone off. All right, so that's squared up nice. When we hang it, we'll go to the second bone in the pit barrel. This one here looks good, but what we need to do with these ends so they're not so long, I'll come down here to this first major bone and I'll cut this off. Just go in between the bones. There you go. Square it off really nice. We'll do the same thing with this one. So these 2 pieces I will hang in there along with the ribs and that flap. This flap has got some silver skin on the back, but I ain't gonna worry about that. That's gonna be all right. I can trim a little bit of this off of here. There we go. Toss that away. So, the way I'm going to do this little bone here ain't worth the trouble. Let's get rid of it. So, starting with the bottom of the rib rack, or the rack of ribs I should say, I'm going to go ahead and put the hot cow cover. Just make it nice and loose. I'm not going to put anything on here for binder. I really don't need it, so hold your rub up high to keep it even. All right, give it a little pat down. Now, take my honey killer bee. Oop, wrong way. Put a coat of that on there. Now this honey killer bee doesn't have a lot of salt, but it's got a good sweetness to it. Got honey powder in there, some other good stuff. Pat her down. You don't want to rub it, just pat it down. There we go. So we'll flip her over. Do the same thing on this side. Hot cow cover. Hold your shaker bottle up high so it goes on fairly even. If it stops coming out, give it a little shake. Good coating. There we go. Pat it down. A little more right here. Take our killer bee. All right. That's all there is to it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let these sit here and sweat. I'm gonna get this other rack and these pieces rubbed up. Then I'm gonna go get the pit barrel fired up. So what I'm gonna do today, we're gonna start them in the pit barrel. Probably leave them in there for about 3 hours. We'll pull them off and put them on the pit boss. All right, we'll finish them on the pit boss. So let me finish rubbing these down and I'll bring y'all back. All right, y'all, you can see the rub is sweating really nice. If you can see that, let me try to get a close up here. So that's good. So the cooker's about ready to go. Got the hangers on the ribs. Let's get them on out there. All right, y'all. So I got my pit barrel set up. Got a full charcoal holder full of charcoal. Got it lit. What I've got here is one chunk of apple wood and 2 chunks of peach wood. So we're going to try some peach and apple today. So let's put this wood down in here. So peach and apple are both mild woods. We don't want to put a whole lot of smoke on the ribs, but we would definitely want the ribs to be smoky. So I'm going to put the lid on here. Let this come to temperature. So I got my temperature probe in there. We're going to check it out. Let me turn it on. So it'll come on up 170, 187. It's going to climb slow because we just put the lid on. So we want this thing to run about between 275 and 300 would be ideal. So let's go get the ribs and bring them on out. All right, y'all, we got our ribs on. Got the 2 full racks. Got our pieces, our strip. Got apple wood, peach wood. Got our temperature probe in there. We're gonna get the lid on. We'll let this thing go about 1.5 hours. We'll come back and see if we're gonna spritz them or not. I don't know yet. So, see you back in about 1.5 hours. All right, y'all, it's been 1.5 hours. Let's take a look at these things. See if we want to spritz or anything. So we'll take out one of the full racks. Lay it up here. So the rub is set pretty well. So let's go ahead. I just got a mixture of apple cider vinegar and water, about 50-50. We do a nice spritz. Get the surface wet. Both sides. All right. Get the other rack. Yeah, it's good. The rub is set pretty well. Go ahead and do a nice spritz. There we go. All right, looking pretty good. Right then. Put the lid on. Make sure it's all the way down. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go inside, set the timer for an hour and a half, and we'll come check them again. Actually, let's go 1 hour, just to make sure. All right, y'all, see you in a little bit. All right, y'all, got dark on me, but I got a new light for my camera. So this is gonna be a great opportunity to try that out. So let's see what these ribs are doing. All right, take one of these racks out. Take a peek at it. Yeah, time for a spritz. For sure. Let's see what we're looking like here. Yeah, it's got a little ways to go. However, I'm gonna get these spritzed. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the pit boss. I know my little piece here is done. Take this out, take it in the house. Let me see what my little sections are looking like. We'll spritz them a little bit. All right, getting the pit boss fired up. So as soon as all that smoke clears, so you put it on smoke, the lowest setting with the lid open. And when the afterburners kick in and that smoke clears, close the top, set it to the temp you want, and go from there. So today we're going for about 275, 300. All right, y'all. Let's bring these racks over here. Looking good, looking good. All right then. So let's get these hangers out of here. I don't know if y'all can see this good with my new light. So let's give these one more spritz. Accidentally dropped that one in the fire. Let's put it out. So, starting to get some pull back here. You can see they ain't ready yet. I'm gonna flip these meat side down. That little spritz. I'll crank this heat down one notch, 250. All right. Turn these little pieces over. A little spritz, spritz, spritz. All right then. I'm gonna leave these on here for about, I don't know, 30 minutes. Come back, check on them. See you then. All right, y'all. Let's take a peek here. So, I got my cherry apple habanero rib glaze. I don't know if you can see that. So I put some in a bowl. So we're gonna glaze these ribs on up with that. Nice and thick. Stuff's good. Finish them off. Oh yeah, looking pretty. Do my pieces. See if y'all can see that. Let me bring you a little closer. There we go. Looking good. So let me give these a flip. And we'll glaze the other side. Let this go about 10 minutes, then we'll come back and flip them over. All right, y'all, let's check these ribs one more time. Give them a flip. Pieces of flip. Man, I want y'all to look at this. Holy moly. It's gonna be some good eating right there, y'all. Good gracious. Look at that. Them some sexy slabs right there now. Yowza. All right. So, let's go ahead, glaze these one more time, just for giggles. And I'm gonna give them about 10 more minutes, then we're gonna take them in the house. Ten minutes. That's it. Getting them off of here. All right, y'all. These ribs are ready. And they're coming off. There we go. Check it out. Nice. All right, let me get these in the house and I'll bring you back. All right, y'all, so I brought them in, wrapped them up for about 15-20 minutes. Now it's time to cut. So, let's cut this right in half. There we go. Looking good, looking good. You see that? Good Lord of mercy. All right. So let's cut us a couple of bones. Man, it's going through like butter. Yes, yes, yes. Man, I've been craving some good spare ribs for a while. It's been a while. But fixing to take care of that craving right now. All right. Let me go ahead and get these arranged up. All right, taste test coming up, y'all. All right, y'all, here it is. Look at that. Got spare ribs, got potato salad. Let me see, let me get this one here. Man, they're nice and sticky. Ooh. So here you go, nice and juicy. Tender, I can tell already. Oh man, they smell awesome. Y'all ready? Taste. What are you talking about? That's love on a stick right there. One more. Clean. Look at that bone. I can tell y'all, ain't a whole lot of things in this world better than well-cooked spare ribs. To go with it, I made my country tater salad. I'm gonna have a bite of that too. Look at that. You know you want a bite of that tater salad. Taste. Ribs and tater salad, y'all. If y'all want my tater salad recipe, I'll leave a link up top for my tater salad. But we're going to eat. We've been waiting on these. Took about 4 hours. I had 3 hours on the pit barrel and about an hour and a half, an hour on the pit boss. So 4 hours, 4.5 hours altogether. Man, that is good. So we're going to eat, and I want to say thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the video, please leave me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button right there. All right, gonna be fishing soon. See y'all next time. Bye.